Hello and welcome to Prompt Joust, produced by Storymedics. I'm Weston Kincade, horror and mystery author, and this...
I'm Marcus V. Calvert, science fiction author.
Now, to begin, most shows would go over the rules. Well, forget that! You can figure it out or follow the link below if you'd like to read the rules. But it's pretty simple. Just watch and we'll get started. So it all begins with a coin flip.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
You lose. I won. I almost want to run up and down the aisle and get flowers, man. I won. You go first. Prompt Master!
It really brings out your eyes.
Let's see what we've got.
It's a roll of pretty pink ribbon. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, whenever you look at children, the innocence, the vibrance, it's normally a jovial thing. It reminds you of wonderful moments of nostalgic glee. However, whenever I was looking at this little blonde-haired girl, about 4 years old, with a ribbon tied under her chin, over her head, as she smiled and those fangs glistened, I didn't feel that innocence, that nostalgia. I felt fear. Lots and lots of fear. Vampires? That's not an everyday occurrence for me. I mean, everyone can want to be pretty, but hungry vampires at 4 years old? Yeah, no, I turned and ran. That didn't last too long. I stumbled down the stairs, fell, rolled. It hurt a lot. But it didn't hurt near as much as when she sunk her teeth into my calf. That hurt a lot. It burnt. But what was worse was when she began to strangle me with this. I think it was to regulate the blood flow as she sucked out of my neck too. And it didn't last much longer after that.
So you see, my friend, this looks like normal ribbon. It's made like normal ribbon. It even has the cheap little cover on the ribbon. But whatever you wish it to do, you tell Nikolai, he'll make it so. The trick is to basically design it first, enchant it later in the blood of 4 versions. When you are done, anybody you wrap it around has the appropriate effect of the enchantment. So in this case, you're basically saying you want a certain diplomat to see things his way. You give this to his mistress when they're doing the frisky whiskey. Make sure that she wraps it around any part of his body and say the words. They'll work their magic. It'll only work one time. And in the morning when he wakes up, he will be bound to that thing. So if you want him to sign the treaty, he will sign the treaty. No one will ever know. No one can ever find it. Just make sure that whatever happens, 2 very important things you need to consider. 1, destroy this at all cost. Fire will do the trick once it's been spent. And 2nd, pay Nikolai in full. I mean, he will take an installment in advance, of course, but if you do not pay him all of his 3 million, he will find you. And it may be your socks, it may be your shoes, it may be the hair on your head that kills you, but Nikolai will have his pound of flesh, either in cash or blood or your very freaking soul. That I promise you. Best of luck. Yes.
I don't know who won that one.
I do.
Prompt Master!
It's gonna be not that guy. This one.
get them all.
I pulled that one out of. I'm glad I won that. Because if I had to think of first, I'm like, what do I got? What do I got? What do I got? What do I got? But you had it good. You had it good. Little girl, vampire, a little bit shaky in parts, but it ended well. I like that. You were serious, and if you've seen some of his others, you realize this one was dead serious, which was kind of cool. And at the beginning, though, you kind of wonder if he was like a weirdo or a psycho, but as it turns out, he was a poor little B-word being killed by a little girl who was probably not 4 years old. Might have been 40. Might have been
400.
Exactamundo. That's the creepy thing about turning vamp kids. So what would have been your tag on that one?
Let's see. Thirsty.
Real ankle biters of Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, there you go.
Never underestimate a child. Run.
Real ankle biters of Cleveland, Ohio. There you go. I like that.
Fair enough. I guess mine would simply be, I don't know, deadly things come in all kinds of packages.
Yeah.
Especially when you throw magic in the mix. I don't know. But that one was tough, Prompt Master. You're out of the will. No house should starve for you. Dadgum, man. Well, thank you for swinging by, but here's something you need to consider for short stories, by the way. When you're looking for something to write about something that's different. Yes, everyone can do a cursed gun, a cursed knife, a cursed car, blah, blah, blah. Look at what other people have done and do something else.
Who's gonna do a cursed flowery ribbon?
Exactly. Or the whole thing about the vampire. Maybe he was a scumbag, and maybe he did go after the vampire, and hey, maybe the vampire was a vigilante who liked spanking guys just like him, actually went through the registry. Victim only fed on them, perhaps. I mean, if you take an angle like that, your story can be different than everyone else's, and maybe readers will appreciate it more. Just give it some thought. Okay.
Yep.
Let's call it a day.
I think so. Thanks for joining us. I'm Weston Kincade, horror and mystery author.
I'm Marcus V. Calvert, science fiction author. Oh, by the way, what kind of stuff do you write?
Oh, well, things like The Sixth Sense, basically, or Stephen King's The Dead Zone. And if you'd like to go ahead and donate through Patreon, we have that down below. Or to find out more about our books, I know Marcus is very well known for his I, Villain series. Our links are below too. Thanks for joining us today.